Thanks, Mike. We're all ready to go. 4 o'clock. Madam Secretary, are you ready to do the roll call?
Yes, sir, I'm ready to do the roll call.
Everybody, good. Thank you, Patty, for showing up at this quarterly meeting. Always nice to see you. Nice to see such an enormous audience today. It's also very nice to see Mr. Wilmot and Mrs. Wilmot. Thank you for coming. Okay, we'll call this call to order. Anybody has public comment? No? Thank you. Excellent. I already noted that Jeff Wilmot invited you. Chief, you want to take over from here?
Sure. Hi, everybody. So today we have a special presentation to Jeff for being a commissioner within this district. And we wanted to have a few moments to say thank you for the service that you gave the community in this position and what you added to the organization in your time here. And we do miss you as a commissioner, and we're sorry that you had to resign due to your health reasons. But we want to say thank you in a way that hopefully you'll always remember, and that will be able to be passed down to other people. So at this point, I'd like to have Commissioner Mersing stand up and come up. And if Jeff, if you're able to walk, if not, we'll come back to you. Not very many people get one of these. Wow.
Jeff, you came on board several years ago, and I remember us having a little get-together at the Pier Cafe in the afternoon. We had coffee together, and I asked you a few questions. I was impressed by you. Then after that, you came up to the first meeting, and I became a little pissed off at you. However,
Maybe it was mutual.
Anyhow, you've had some great ideas during your tenure here, and I know I'm speaking for Stan Riffle as well. We have definitely learned to respect you, and especially in the last year, you going through a fairly difficult time, and we have enjoyed and thoroughly enjoyed having you here as part of the Commissioners Group. Thank you for your service. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
So we got a WCFT5 commissioner on it, and then we put the name on the back. Put it on?
Try it on, try it on.
Okay. We'll see how it works here.
Oh.
You
You have a big head.
Other way, you got us too tight.
He always had a big
He's
head.
got a big head. Open it up. Get that melon in there.
Okay, let's see if that works. You do have a big head. That's all right.
He's got a big head.
Very cool.
So the only thing missing from that wardrobe is.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was respect.
Very cool.
Wow.
All right, folks, let's continue here. I'm sure in the foreseeable future you'll see Jeff walking up and down Trail Drive with his dogs with the helmet on.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. He's gonna have to put spots on one of the dogs, so it looks like a delegation.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, are we ready for approval of the minutes of last month, July the 12th?
I read them.
Did you?
I read them.
Good. Can I have a motion?
I move to accept them as printed.
Okay, a second.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
warrants total $66,140.06. The total for payroll is $18,850.34. And that includes chief salary of $5,000 and assistant chief shields pay of $2,833.34. There were one event for the commissioners and the secretary. The total payout for volunteers, including warrants, is $11,360. And your July financial statements are in the meeting book. So we're just looking for a motion to approve the warrants and payroll for August as presented. Excuse me.
I make what? Oh. I don't have any questions about any of the charges, you guys?
What do you, Jenny?
No.
No questions?
Okay, I make two motions. One to approve warrants totaling $66,140.06 and payroll at $18,850.34.
Thank you. I may like to note that the warrants total $66,000 and change is very high this month, but that is because we had to pay for the replacement of the water tank at engine 58, which was, if I remember, $28,000.
Yeah, engine 5802 was the tank had to be replaced due to it being cracked, not being repairable. So that was $28,000. And then we had another $19,000 for the cardiac compression device for CPR purposes. And we went ahead with our purchase of the Lucas device from Physio Control. And our grant was worth $19,000 and some change. And the total for that device came to $21,000.
Yes.
Okay.
So the only amount out of the district's pocket for that is $1,700. So.
Good. Thank you for doing that, for explaining that, Chief. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Two motions, please, or one motion with two numbers.
Motion, yeah. Waiting on my second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Motion passed. Thank you, Patty. Have you got an update for the budget?
You have, yes.
Yes.
2017 budget update as of July 31st, there's 48.27% left in the budget. And last year was 49.11, so we're trending just less than 1% over in comparison.
Right.
compared to last year.
Okay, fine. So that includes those two extraordinary payments, of course, right? That even that's
That
the
is
wrong
before
number.
that, so.
Before that.
Yeah. So the $28,000 will come out of capital reserves.
Oh, of course. Yes, sorry. You're right. Okay, my mistake. Correspondence.
None to report.
None to report. Anybody, you have anything? No? You? Chief, go ahead with your report.
Chief's report for August 2017 for the month of July. Point of information, just the update on the AFG funding, so Assistance to Firefighter Grant funding. Again, we were awarded our grant for cardiac compression device, and that was worth $19,000 and change. That allowed us to purchase the Lucas device from Physio Control, which is a cardiac compression device, to assist us in doing CPR on those that are in cardiac arrest when we don't have enough personnel on scene. So it also allows us in the future, if decisions are made by our medical control to transport certain patients, depending on age and their underlying morbidities, to the cath lab, that continuous chest compressions can be performed by this machine and not put the rescuers at risk by having them stand up in the back of the ambulance while we're running emergents down to the hospital. It can also be used in Airlift Northwest, so they have a device as well, so we would probably swap out for the time being. I do not know yet on the grant that was put in for the Life Pack 15 regional grant worth $300 and some thousand. I have not got a no yet, so I'm hoping that we're still on the list. There's still about 30% funding left in AFG, so they have to give that money out, and hopefully we're part of that. If I do receive it, I'll let you know. If I don't receive it, I'll let you know as well. Burn permits, everybody should know that we're under a full burn ban at this time. Last night, we got 4 calls on burning complaints, and one was a beach fire. Someone decided at 3 o'clock in the morning to have a bunch of wood on the beach and sit down there. I actually passed the group walking up Kendor, or Maple, here in Crystal Beach area. I actually passed the 3 who had been on the beach, burning that on going down to the location. So we got down there, we had to shovel a whole bunch of coals and put them in the ocean so they would go out. People need to understand that the beach is not a safe place either to be burning at this particular time, because we have a lot of embers that fly off of wood. Everybody should know that. If you've burned in the past, you have wood that pops. Well, beechwood does the same thing. All it needs to do is get on a deck that's wood, that's extremely dry, or into some shrubbery, and we have a big issue. So I still want to let people know that we're in a complete full burn ban at this time. So no wood is allowed of any kind to be burnt. You're allowed to have propane fire pits. So a lot of people have propane fire pits that they set up on their decks or at the campgrounds. You can also have charcoal briquettes and a barbecue grill. So barbecue grills can be either propane or charcoal, but they can't be in a fire pit. So you can't say I'm cooking over a fire pit when you have a whole bunch of wood in there and you're like, yes, I'm cooking food. That's probably going to get you a citation. So we also had an individual who was burning his trash last night as well, a complete pile of trash. And that will most likely go to the fire marshal's office and or Northwest Clean Air. I'm sending it to fire marshal. I'll probably forward it to Northwest Clean Air. And just to give you guys an idea, Northwest Clean Air has a lot more legal authority within Washington State. They can fine into the thousands, and they can put liens on your home, those types of things. So it's something that I want to make sure, at least that's the way I understand it, I should say. So I want to make sure that you understand it's about community safety. And when people do this and they do it under the cover of darkness, if you smell burning trash or burning wood, propane doesn't smell. So if you smell wood and if it's smoky, someone's burning something they shouldn't be burning. And we need to have you dial 911, get a hold of us, and let us come and look at the situation. Okay? So please help us to help keep the community safe. We have the open house coming up October 26th from 11 to, sorry.
You said October.
That would be bad. That would be bad. August 26th, so it's coming up towards the end of this month. We have posters around the community. I've sent it out to Point Interface, to All Point Bulletin. And they haven't published as far as I know. I'll be getting some information to Delta Optimist and going from there. But we hope that we have a great turnout from the community and the Swanson Delta area as well to come and enjoy the day with those who provide your emergency services and healthcare. 11 to 3. So August 26th, 11 to 3. Okay, and we'll have Airlift Northwest here if they don't have, but last year I had Blackhawk here. I don't think I was able to repeat that this year. So last year was pretty special having a Blackhawk here. I'm not sure we'll have that here this year. So we already run over engine 5002 for the apparatus. The tank has been repaired. It's leaking nothing, so that's a very positive thing at this point. And they seem to have done a really good job. It's pumping well, and it's back in service. Member roster, 45 members, 23 Canadian, 13 Point Roberts, 9 County, 5 paramedics on staff, 15 EMTs, of which 9 are advanced EMTs, 3 ambassadors, and 36 firefighters of that 45. Volunteer hours for the month of July, 2,633. Volunteer payroll, if all were getting paid, 13,494. Combined chief hours, I worked 215.75 hours, Assistant Chief Shields 196, for combined chief hours of 411.75. I'll explain why the hours are so high. I went to Charlotte, North Carolina for the International Association of Fire Chiefs Conference for professional development there, so I was there for 4 or 5 days. And then Assistant Chief Shields, he had to cover some weekend duty shifts for the captains. I'll be promoting 3 captains towards the end of August, early September. Right now we have 2, and we're going to be losing one of them in September. So I'll have 3 promotions coming up in the month or at the late of August. Incidents, we had 26 calls in the month of July. We had 9 EMS calls. We transported 4 people to St. Joseph's Hospital. There was 3 no transports, and we rendezvoused with North Whatcom Fire Rescue for 2 transports. We had 4 public service, 1 law enforcement agency assist at the border. We had 12 fire classifications. We had 3 permitted burns, 2 illegal burns. We had 2 false alarms, 1 water problem, 1 boat issue down at the reef, and we had 2 motor vehicle accidents and 1 grass fire. And that completes my chief's report for August for the month of July.
Thank you, Chief. Next item, unfinished business. That's what I thought. Nothing there. New business. Renewal of insurance, Mr. Tony Kelly, you have the floor. Would you keep it brief, to the point, and self-directed?
Take the current thing with you.
Honorable Commissioners, Chief Carlton, Secretaries, I have these printed out proposals as well, just for the record. And so I'm here today to show you the renewal and then get your approval to renew for effective September 1st. I had one more for Chief John.
Andy Snyder.
Chief John.
Chief
She's
Shields.
got a box in the office.
Okay. So, to further the conversation, what we have in this proposal is the renewal for the buildings, the personal property and portable equipment, and then all the apparatus. And so we include professional liability and general liability for the district, 1 million primary with a $10 million umbrella. And that applies to the autos as well. So we're well protected. This year, the renewal figure is $26,345. And on Commissioner's urging, I went back to, we got a renewal figure on July 12th, and I let them know that we had good performance, and they applied, the senior underwriter, Lisa Maritone, applied credit. So we got some credit, so we're up $574 from where we were last year, and our increase in property coverage is $154,000 in addition to. So to keep it brief, Commissioner Mersing, $154,351 is the increase in the value. So we're insuring on a blanket basis, and I just wanted to touch base on that. It's the total amount of insurance for the blanket is $3,241,351, and so that's the renewal. And I'm here to get your approval. And with for binding requirements, we need to sign a statement of values, signed underinsured motorist election form. We can opt to reject or accept terrorism. And then we have an updated crime supplemental. And like last year, but in the interest of keeping it brief, we had a cyber proposal in addition to several $1,000s. And so I just, if you'd like to see that again, I can present that too. So I appreciate your business and look forward to being up here for the open house at the end of the month.
You're going to make it this year?
Yes, of course.
You were here last year, weren't you?
They didn't make it last year.
I just remember the bouquet of suckers.
Yeah, if anybody wants candy.
Well, we were actually here last year, but we weren't the year before. We had a wedding. And so this year, my daughter was supposed to have a baby tomorrow, but she fooled us and she had it last Friday.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Yes. Thank you for your business. We appreciate it.
I actually have a couple questions. So on page 5, I had a question for Chief. So it's, the building value is
Correct.
$2.8 million in personal property. The business personal property is $347.
That's correct.
I think that's good.
Oh, yeah, that's everything within the building.
Yep.
Computers, desks, all that stuff.
And then I had a question. So what if a firefighter or person, a visitor, loses personal property, what is that covered under?
We have some personal property of firefighters, I believe it was up to 50,000
Yes, that's correct.
in the coverage. This policy also picks up coverage for, should there be damage to their vehicles while they're going or coming from a fire as well. So
Okay.
So that's the exception. And
Okay.
that was important for us to switch from CIW
Yeah.
to this was the volunteer coverage.
And then, page 17, the type of coverage, crime, employee theft, and credit card forgery, do we pay a premium on that, or is that just automatic?
it's included in the coverage, but they do want to, that's why we have this crime supplemental. The beauty of this county is that we have a voucher system, and so
Yeah.
while there can be cash that's handled, that seems to be the biggest issue, but we always ask these questions. If, there's coverage for collusion and otherwise forgery and fraud and all of that built into this, so
Okay,
to protect you
yeah.
from the unlikely event that someone.
Yeah, I just didn't think we
Access.
should be paying for employee theft to the tune of, for $1 million coverage, so if it's automatic, then we're good. Since we do have vouchers, we don't really have cash. So.
Any other questions?
No? You seem to be happy.
Well, we're always proud of the efforts that have taken place here to provide service to the community, so thank you for your service too.
All right, you've always done as well, and thanks for coming, spending time with us.
Before I leave though, I would like to be able to, and I can do that maybe after the meeting, get the signatures for the.
If we could do that at the end of the meeting.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right before we have the executive session, so he can go.
Yeah, so we can pray for the executive.
The executive session won't take too long. That is it, and that will,
But we're not getting the additionals that the cyber or the terrorist, we're not getting.
There is cyber included up to 50,000.
It's right, what's the extra ones that,
They
it's the
include,
terrorist, it's the,
terrorism and underinsured motorists, we would do it like that, if you choose or not to choose.
And what do we have now? Sorry. What do we have now for underinsured?
It includes the $1 million of life.
And what is the extra one?
So the statement of values, updated signatures for the crime applications, that's,
or the underinsured motor.
I thought you just said underinsured.
Yeah.
oh, excuse me, so what is the,
Do we have any underinsured coverage now?
yes,
And that is how much?
$1 million.
And so
Right.
what are you suggesting we get on top of that?
Underinsured motor.
It's included, so we
We
just
just
had
need to
offered,
say that we're still keeping it.
yes.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, in our state, you have to elect it, we
Okay.
can't just give it.
Gotcha. So we need to
You
elect
have to
it every
choose.
year if we want to.
We strongly recommend
Oh,
it,
yeah.
because that's the coverage for if you're involved in an accident and it's caused by someone else. They might not have, in our state, you're only required to carry 25,000 minimum limits, right? So that's why we want that, to protect our passengers and firefighters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Got it.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Anything else, Sean?
No.
No? Nothing from you? Nothing from me? Again, thank you, Tony. We'll see you in a year. Oh, we'll see you in
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we have a week.
Please.
Okay, next on the agenda is an executive session regarding the fire chief's contract. Can I have a motion on the floor, and one of the two of you to, that we enter into an executive session?
I move that we, yeah,
You move?
I move.
You move.
She second. I second.
Oh, no, all in favor of that. Okay, thanks, folks. We'll be back at 4:40.
Okay.
We go ahead and sign Tony's paperwork.
Okay, we're back. Thank you. The chief's contract, and some very, very minor changes have been made. Anybody of you like to make a motion to accept those changes?
you want me to go over what those are briefly?
Briefly, yeah.
Briefly, we overlooked the compensation numbers in May on one paragraph. On another paragraph, we re-added a due process clause. And then on the sick time, we made those more in line with the full-time period. So those three changes, and I make a motion that we accept the contract as discussed.
I second it.
All in favor? Motion passed. Thank you. Chief, before we adjourn, we have, there's one item I think you want to talk about, a work session.
Yeah, so I'd like to see if everybody's schedule. So every year we have a budget work session for the organization where Patty and I, we get together, we go over the numbers, where we really are in the budget. We formulate a budget that we bring to the commissioners to discuss. We make changes at a open public meeting to those, to the budget for 2018. From this point forward, this should be very easy because we've recouped all of our bank capacity at this point. So the allowable 1% will be what we're able to take from this point on. We don't have anything that we need to discuss beyond that. But we'll make those adjustments. Due to vacation, I'll be leaving October 29th and coming back on November 7th. And I'll be going to Mexico as well, where my assistant chief's at right now. And we're going to Mazatlan, so not Cabo, where everybody just got shot. So that's always a positive thing at this point. But I would like to ask if we could have that budget meeting on October 25th. It's a Wednesday at 4 o'clock. If that works for everybody.
Okay. Chief, can I ask you to send an email to all of us, including Linda?
Yes. And that is.
What time? 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
October 25th.
And then that's where the budget will most likely be worked through. Any changes that you would recommend, that meeting be changed, and then we'd be ready for the meeting on November 8th.
Okay. Fine, you said it.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I got that, yeah.
Okay, and I'll send out an email.
Yeah, please do. Okay, anything else, folks? You want to talk about anything? How about you? No? I have a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, well, all in favor, again, well done. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thanks, everybody.